Hello everybody, it is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the Peninsula in Virginia, back with another tutorial here in Create and Relate. As I promised you, our last two squares and a border for this week. This is what we're going to be working on. This is actually the front side. I've been showing the back side, but it's beautiful either way. It is one that is worked back and forth, and I will be showing you all of that. Let's see if I can get my wire out of the way here. Okay, so what you're going to need for both of these squares, and we're going to start with this one actually. This one I call the gated garden, the gated garden, and I use 3 different colors. I always see that middle color as a flower, and this as our like walk around, and then our gate, and then the border. So what I'm going to use is Big Twist Watermelon, Just Yarn, Premier's Just Yarn Gray, and if I'm not mistaken, this is Big Twist also. I don't remember the colorway right off, but it looks like a real pretty fuchsia. I'm catching my breath. So these are 4 worsted weight. I am using my I got my baby back. I am using my J 6.0 hook, Susan Bates, of course. And we're going to start with a simple slip stitch and a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to slip stitch back into that first chain, making sure to hold our circle in place, and chain 1. And now we're going to build our double crochet by inserting in the hole, pulling up 1, and yoing and pulling through both loops on the hook, which is a single crochet. We're going to go under that tall bar of the single crochet, yarn over and pull through our yarn, and pull through both loops there. That is our first double crochet. And then we're going to insert 2 more double crochets. You're going to chain 2, and now we're going to insert 3 double crochets. It is just a regular granny square beginning for the first 3 rounds. But if you don't know how to do the build a double crochet, I will be showing you. And chain 2 and your last 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now we are going to half double crochet into the top of that built double crochet. I don't have glasses on. For some reason the lighting looks different. There we are. And then we're going to make that half double crochet. Okay, and now we're going to snip our work. Cinch it tight. And then we're going to pull in our second color, which I am going with gray. And I'm not going to start in the same corner. Always go back a corner. And I am going to build a double crochet. And I'm going to chain and cinch and secure that material on. And now we're going to make that first single crochet, and still in the long bar, you're going to go under, pull through, and that's your first double crochet. We're going to insert 2 more double crochets here. And now we're going to skip this cluster of 3 and go right into our next corner, and we're going to insert 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. I'm going to get rid of all of that in a moment. That was the tail I worked around. And once again, we're going directly to our next corner, not chaining in between. Chain 2, 3 more. And don't forget, each corner is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Again, skipping on our third side, skipping that 3 double crochet cluster and filling our corner with 3 double crochet, 2 chains, and 3 double crochet. And then we're going to skip that last 3 double crochet cluster and insert 3 double crochet. We already have the last 3, so we're going to connect into the top of that built double crochet with a slip stitch, with a half double crochet. I am so sorry, half double crochet, and then chain 1 to secure it. Okay, that's our first 2 rounds, and now on to round 3. Let me get some yarn off so we can not fight with this ball. I couldn't find the center pull when I started on this, so I had to work it from the outside. Okay, now we're going to build another double. And just like before, 2 more double crochet, making your 3 double crochet there, skipping that cluster, going into this opening, with 3 double crochets. Okay, skipping the next cluster and going straight into the corner with 3 double crochet, 2 chains, and 3 double crochets. And then we're going to skip that next cluster and go directly into that space with 3 double crochets. Skip the next cluster. We have a corner. Y'all already know what it is. And that's what you're going to work throughout. I'm staying with you because the first 3 rounds is so quick. I can work that with you. Okay, now we're at the end, and we're going to end this with a half double crochet in the top of that first double crochet, chain 2, snip our work. Make sure you leave long enough tails to weave them in. Okay, that is the first part of our square. Now we're going to our third color. You can make these with one color if you'd like. You can make them with different colors each round. I like the contrast between the third and fourth round, which is a double crochet round. And you'll see, it's so pretty. Here again, I'm not going to start in the corner that I ended in. I'm going to the corner preceding that, and I am going to attach my third color, securing that stitch, making sure I pull it nice and tight. And then we're going to build a double crochet, and we're going to put one more, just one more this time, in that corner. Okay, and now we're going to back post double crochet, not back loop, back post. So what we're doing here is yarning over and going behind that double crochet around that whole post, pulling our yarn through. We have 3 on the loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. You're going to do the very same thing for the next 2. Go behind that stitch, in on the right side if you're right-handed, left side if you're left-handed, across the front of it, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then for the last one, the same thing. It looks like you're working on the back side of it. You are, because you're pulling that ridge to the front. And now in this space, you're going to simply add a double crochet. Okay? And then we're going to back post behind the next 3. And double crochet in that space. Back post in the next 3. And that should be the last 3 on that side. And if you want to make these bigger, I suggest building from rows 2 and 3 and putting your gate on the outside of whatever that color is. This is a nice place to expand or to make it larger. You can make your center larger and make rounds 2 and 3 larger as well. Okay, now that we've reached our corner, just like at our first corner, 2 double crochet, chain 2, turn your work so that you have your next side available, and then 2 double crochet, and then we're going right into that back post again. And that's what you're going to do all the way around until we get back to beginning. And don't forget that built double crochet stitch is a little thicker than the regular double crochet, so you're going to go around that entire stitch. Once you reach your space, just double crochet into that space. I will see you when we get back to the beginning. Okay guys, we are back at the beginning. And here again, I am going to end this round by attaching a half double crochet to the top of that first double crochet. Okay? And now that we have completed round 4, we are on our way to the last and final round. And I know you guys got this. Don't forget that chain one. You're going to build that double crochet. And you're going to double crochet one time. And now it's so simple. You're going to back post, double crochet all the way down. In your corners, you're going to have 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. I will go with you part of the way down this side so that you can see. Once again, that's all we're doing. It's just going behind that stitch. And you're building your outer gate to your garden. Each and every stitch gets a back post double crochet. All the way to the corner. And once you get to the corner, it's when you just regularly double crochet 2, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. And you effectively have your first side. Complete that all the way around. I will see you when we get back to the beginning, and we will be finishing off our square. Okay guys, this is our 5th round. I mistakenly said this was the last round. I do apologize for that. There is one more round. Once you get to your corner, of course, you're going to connect with a half double crochet and your chain. Now around your last round, still putting 2 into each corner, you are going to do it just like you do a regular granny square. Your built double crochet and your double crochet and a double crochet across in each. You're not going to back post, it's just regular double crochet all the way across. And if you want to count and check yourself, that last round should have on each side 23 half double crochets on each side. This time, for real, I'll see you at the end. Okay, back guys. I'm trying to say back and guys at the same time. Here, you can see we have our square. And if it looks a little off or whatever, it's fine because these are designed to be added to other squares. If you want to block them, you're perfectly welcome to block them, but they are designed to attach to other squares. Okay? I said okay. Y'all got to help me work on that. I'm trying not to say okay so much, but that is it for the gated garden. Please put down in the comments how you like this square. I absolutely love it. I created this one in my sleep, literally, and I'm just fascinated by it. I am so totally enthralled and fascinated by it. So let me know what you think about it in the comments. In the meantime, in between time, don't forget that self-love is the greatest love of all. You cannot love others the way they deserve to be loved unless you first love yourself the way you deserve to be loved. So with that, know that Kitty Ling loves you, and until we see each other again on these YouTube streets, peace out, everybody.